All right, welcome to the King's Court. Okay, we got a special deck. Blue Eyes White Dragon, but with the new support. All right, C-Bit, go ahead, take away, man.
Starting off with the Blue Eyes stuff, you got 2 copies of Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Also, sorry,
most important piece.
Also, sorry for the glare, people. We can't do anything about it.
Only at 2. You don't really need it at 3. Level 8, light attribute, normal monster, pretty standard.
The ultimate power of attack and defense.
1 copy of Jet.
Blue Eyes White Jet.
Yep. Comes out when something's destroyed, as long as you have a Blue Eyes in field or grave. And then as long as he's on the field, other cards can't be popped. Pretty good.
It's okay, you're safe then, Michael.
And then for the level 1 tuners, we got 1 copy of White Stone to special summon Blue Eyes and a Blue Eyes monster from deck and then banish it to recover 1. 1 master to bring back a tuner from graveyard. And when it's in the grave, you can shuffle it back. And then obviously 3 copies of Maiden and 3 copies of Sage or your starter. Sage searches any level 1 tuner and then can send an effect monster to the grave. Maiden, you send it to the grave to set True Light, and then if any Blue Eyes is special summoned, quick effect can special summon herself. And when she's targeted, she can special summon a level 1 tuner from your grave. That's all the Blue Eyes stuff.
With eyes.
Switching over to the Primite stuff, we got
Oh boy.
3 copies of Primite Dragon Ether Barrel.
Money.
We'll set Primite cards, which are basically the best normal support we've ever seen. And then if it's in the grave and you have a normal monster in the field, he'll add himself back during our standby phase.
Because it was not eroded properly.
And then we got 3 copies of Primite Lordly Load.
Money!
Activated lets you search a Primite card, and then you get to declare a normal monster, special summon from deck or graveyard. This is basically your way to recur Blue Eyes almost every turn, as long as it's not banished. And then for the searches, we have 1 copy of Primite Drill Beam, targeting, negate, and banish. And then I run 1 copy of the counter trap, Primite Scream, so we can have a second target to search. Negates a summon and banishes it.
Nice. I like
And then resets it if there's a Primite in graveyard. You just do more testing, but I do like that mostly every piece in here is searchable.
Why don't you run the other quick play?
Roar?
Roar.
Because you need no monsters, and a lot of people forget that.
No, Roar's the one that special summons from the deck also.
Yeah, Roar.
Yeah.
The quick play.
Yeah.
But you need to control no monsters to special summon. So you pay 2,000 and you need to
Sure.
normal
I
summon.
see that. I see that.
For the non-stuff, we got 1 copy of Bestial Magnamut and Druid's Worm. Magnamut, 2 interruptions for light and dark decks. Magnamut will search any dragon at the end phase, and usually you'll search Druid's Worm, which is non-targeting removal. For text, that could, if you want to cut down to 40, 1 copy of Safer, 1 copy of Chaos Emperor, and 1 copy of 1 for 1. If you don't see your level 1 tuners, which are your starters, this helps you find 1 from deck. Safer will let you search any dragon by attributing 1 of its level, so it can search Barrel, it can search your level 8s, and it can recover a level 8 from the grave. The Chaos Emperor dragon, if for whatever reason they banish your Blue Eyes to stop Primite, he'll set himself on the scale, you pay 1,000, you bring it back, then you can special summon you by any light and dark. These could be cut off if you want to cut this from 45 to 40. And in terms of the spells, 1 copy of Ultimate Fusion, 1 copy of Mausoleum, 1 copy of Roar, and 3 copies of Wishes. Wishes is pretty much the best searcher Blue Eyes has ever got. Discard any card, add a light tuner, and a spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes. If it's in the grave, you banish it to equip a Blue Eyes extra deck monster. So you use that to equip 1 of the fusions to go into Tyrant. Roar of the Blue-Eyed White Dragons will let you special summon a Blue Eyes from anywhere, hand, deck, grave, or banishment. And then the turn later, if it's in the grave, you can banish it to fusion summon something using monsters on the field or in your hand, including a Blue Eyes monster. Mausoleum of White is searchable via the new Link 1. Lets you give an extra normal summon to any level 1 light tuner, which there's a pretty big list, and then you could target something to mill a Blue Eyes in case you need it. And then 1 copy of Ultimate Fusion, interruption on the turn. If you have Blue Eyes on the field when you use it to fusion, you can pop a card. And then for the normal traps, we have 1 copy of True Light, 1 copy of Majesty, and 1 copy of the Ultimate Creature. True Light is set between Maiden. You usually only run it at 1 because you really only need it at 1. You get to set either set any spell or trap that mentions Blue Eyes, or just special summon a Blue Eyes. And Blue Eyes White Dragon specifically is unaffected by card effects while it is on the field. If this leaves the field, it pops out monsters. Majesty of the White Dragons is a up to 3 card destroy. If you run 3 copies of Blue Eyes, I run 2, so you can only pop 2. And it's settable with True Light. Ultimate Creature of Destruction will let you target a Blue Eyes monster, doesn't have to be Blue Eyes White Dragon, and make it unaffected to everything and can't be destroyed by battle. And if you special summon a Blue Eyes, it sets itself from deck.
It's funny because that card also can stop you from getting nibbed on.
Yep.
That's really good.
And then in terms of hand traps, we got 3 Imperm, 2 Veiler, 3 Ash, 2 Nib, and 2 Droll.
One of the few decks Veiler searchable.
Yep, Veiler is searchable. So you just want to maximize it. And that's it for the main deck. It's a 45 card main deck. Like I said, if you want to reduce it to 40, you can cut off the text, so the Safer, the Emperor, and the 1-for-1. And maybe even the Bestials if you want. Onto the extra deck. Right now we have 1 copy of Tyrant, 1 copy of Neo Blue Eyes, and 1 copy of Light and Darkness Dragon. This is the tech I'm trying to test out. I still need a level 8 Dark target. Right now it's Chaos Emperor, but I've been thinking of either using a Malefic Dragon or just putting a Dark End Evaporation. And then fusing it using Roar, the Blue Eyes White Dragon's fusion effect on the next turn. Tyrant, if Blue Eyes is equipped with Fusion Monster, it's a special summon. And then it can attack all monsters, and if it battled, you get to set a normal trap, so you can set any of your normal Blue Eyes traps, or even set Imperm back. Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, usually you won't fusion unless you have the 3 copies of Blue Eyes, but you want it in the grave because it is a, if they try to target your Blue Eyes with an effect, you can banish it to negate and destroy. So you set it using wishes. Onto the links. 2 copies of Spirit, 1 copy of Heretic Spheres. Spirit is your link 1, and as we all know, if they get a link 1 with a Searcher, you pretty much pop off. Searches Mausoleum, lets you, if there's a Blue Eyes in the grave, lets you tribute itself to special summon it out. But if he himself is on the field, you can only summon dragon monsters, so you have to be careful when you're resolving Maiden. Heretic Spheres is also the best dragon level 2, because it just tributes itself to bounce a card and then special summon a dragon. I'm thinking of running 1 copy of a Morphage Goliath in the side deck, just to bring it out and lock people out of the extra deck.
Oh, dang, sounds mean.
I was gonna say you could also do Drago too.
Drago too, yeah.
Yeah, Cracky Mirror Drago.
Oh, that's true.
1 copy of Indigo Eyes. This could also be replaced for Hope Harbinger, but I just like Indigo Eyes better. It's definitely a going second OTK option as opposed to Hope Harbinger being the spell negate. 2 level 8s. When it's summoned, if it resolves, it negates all monsters on the field. So it's a Dark Ruler. And then you could detach 1 to bring back a Blue Eyes and give it 1,000 attack. So that's 4,000, 4,000. So that's your 8,000. Now onto the Synchros. 1 copy of Lightstorm Dragon. It can target spell or traps up to the number of normal monsters plus 1. You usually have 2 Blue Eyes, so you can target up to 3 if I'm correct. 1 copy of Azure Eyes. I've seen this cut, but I still keep it because if you can tag out into it, you can give your dragons battle protection and targeting protection until the end of your turn. So if you pull it on your opponent's turn, it'll be live until the end of your turn. 2 copies of Spirit. You can bump it to 3 right now. I'm testing it at 2, but it's the Synchro you're going to be going into. Negates Graveyard. People can't pendulum summon what's on the field. And then it can quick effect, not once per turn, tag out into any Light Dragon Synchro, which is why we run a gamut of 12s, Crimson, Blazar, Ultimate Spirit, and Seifer. The sequence is you tag 1, tag 2. You want to go into Spirit first, and then into Crimson. Then Crimson tagging Spirit will tag itself out to go into either one of these 2. Right now, Stardust Seifer will protect anything from being targeted once, and it's a monster negate. Quick effect Omni Negate on Cosmic Blazar. Right now I've gone into Seifer more than Blazar. I've been thinking about testing it since it special summons any 12. I was thinking about switching this out for Red Supernova for banishing. But it wouldn't be the best. It wouldn't be the best option Supernova against Alice.
That'd be crazy though.
I was thinking about that too, putting Supernova in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the extra deck.
Are you
right now.
for the Blue Eye,
Yeah, I'm pretty excited after testing it. I'm working on the side deck. Don't have it fully yet, but I'm definitely
Probably just generic good stuff.
Generic good stuff.
Subscribe and maybe he'll share it if you're lucky.
But yeah, that's your Blue Eyes deck.
You got any last minute words for the people?
I'm looking forward to trying this deck out now that Blue Eyes actually got some decent support, that isn't just nostalgia support.
Everybody duels with the 4th rate deck.
We're gonna call him Kaiba. All right, that's
Gotta
it.
get the briefcase.
If you enjoyed this video, you want to see more, let us know. We'll get some gameplay too, and we'll see you next video. Have a good week. Take care. Bye.